there, Rainbow Bestie. This is Alicia from the Rainbow Band-Aid, a virtual and in-home concierge primary care company, and the Rainbow Project podcast, where we talk about all of the things that bring happiness to healthcare and parenting. And I am so excited for this episode. I did show a reel about Easter egg hunting, and as your medicine bestie, today we're going to be talking about a phenomenon that I like to call the Easter egg paradox. So if you've ever watched a child during an Easter egg hunt, you've seen the masterpiece of human performance. So their eyes are really sharp, their motor skills are lightning fast. They can spot a plastic egg, especially if it's a glitter egg, under a leaf from a million feet away. It's crazy. But then we go home, and that same child, that high-speed energy that you saw, suddenly can't find their own shoes in the middle of the hallway. Or you ask them to pick up their toys like 5 times, and they look at you like you've asked them to solve a crazy problem, like calculus or something insane. So as an integrative nurse practitioner, as someone that's currently diving deep into interpersonal neurobiology, I'm here to tell you that your child isn't being lazy. They aren't being defiant. They aren't trying to make you angry. They are actually a victim of their own neurochemistry and where they're at in their development. So today we're going to look under the hood of the brain to figure out why. Come with me. Let's talk. So to understand this, we have to talk about the seeking system. This is a concept, and it's basically our brain's internal treasure hunter, and it lives in a pathway called the Mesolimbic pathway. This is a very deep, primitive part of the brain. So we often think of dopamine as a pleasure chemical, but in clinical terms, it's actually the anticipation chemical. It is the itch that drives us to search. During an Easter egg hunt, your child's brain is flooding with this dopamine because every egg is a reward. Egg, reward, egg, reward, egg, reward. They don't know what's inside, and this mystery keeps the seeking system on high alert, especially when you brought all your eggs home and they're popping them open. That is that seeking system. In this state, the brain is doing the work for them. They don't have to try to focus. The dopamine is literally pulling them forward. It's effortless. It is a bottom-up process. So why doesn't the same energy carry over to cleaning their playroom? Because cleaning is not a bottom-up drive, it's a top-down demand. What does that mean? So cleaning requires a different part of the brain. That is the prefrontal cortex, or the upstairs brain. This is the executive function, and this is where it lives. When you tell a child to clean up, you are asking their brain to do some pretty heavy lifting. They have to use working memory to remember your instructions. They have to use inhibitory control to stop playing with the toys that they find, and sequencing to figure out where they go. So it takes a lot more effort than grab, right? As an integrative nurse practitioner, I always like to remind parents that this part of the brain is the last to develop. It isn't fully working or insulated until about 20, mid-20s. So when we ask a child to clean a messy room, we're essentially asking a toddler to run a corporation, okay? So their brains are just not there yet. Their upstairs brain just gets overwhelmed and it shuts down, and that look they give you, that's not defiance. That's overwhelmed. They're feeling overwhelmed in their little bodies. So how do we bridge this gap? What do? We have to use what we know about the brain to make those rainbow connections. So here's an idea. Let's gamify the grunt work. Snow White was onto something with her dwarfs, probably toddlers. She was the mommy, they were the toddlers, right? Let's go ahead and whistle while we work. So that makes the chores fun. That makes it interactive. The mommy's cleaning. The kids are cleaning. We're all cleaning. It's an interactive party, okay? So if we know that the seeking system is powerful, that is what you saw cleaning out the football field of glitter eggs. Very, very powerful. Let's harness it. Let's use it. So we're going to be using that seeking system. Don't say, I need you to pick up your toys. Say, I've hidden secret golden glitter eggs all around the mess, and I want you to put things away and find all of them. Suddenly, you've hijacked that dopamine system to fuel the cleanup. And then we use visual scaffolding. So what does that mean? I use binders to help patients organize medical data because visual anchors will help us reduce stress. So kids need the same thing. You can put a photo of the toy bin and what a clean toy bin looks like. It saves their brain the energy of having to visualize a goal. So what you can do when the playroom looks really nice, take a picture of it and show them, I want your playroom to look like this. And then that way they can put all of it together and they have a plan in place. And finally, co-regulation. If they're frozen by the mess, they're overwhelmed, sit on the floor with them. Your calm presence will act as an external upstairs brain for them until they can take back the wheel and they're able to drive, right? End of the day, understanding the biology will remove the shame. Your child isn't bad. They're not trying to avoid you. They really love you and they want to listen to you. But their brain is under construction. It's not all the way done yet. It's like that highway that you're like, is this ever going to be done? It's like that. It's still being formed. It's still being made. And we as parents have to help them with the co-regulation so they're able to emotionally regulate and work on these systems. So connection is always going to come before direction. So I'm so happy you were able to join me for this episode today. And I hope that this episode helped you understand your little egg hunter a little bit better. And I'd love to hear from you. So feel free, send me a direct message. Let me know a story in which they just cleared everything up. It could be some type of a game. It could be an Easter egg hunt. It could be something that you played with them and they worked really quickly. And then similarly, when you ask them to do something, it just kind of fell flat. I would love to hear your story. Try it. Go home and do it today. Tell me if it works. Tell me if it doesn't. I want to hear all the feedback. And some other fun tips for you. You can gamify not cleaning rooms, anything. Getting dressed in the morning. Okay, mommy's going to get dressed. I'm going to set the timer. Let's see who can beat the timer. Who's going to be the fastest? Let's go ahead and hop like a bunny to the car. I know you like Easter eggs. I hid a few in the car, but in order to find them, you got to hop like a bunny and get to the car. See how fast your kids are going to get in that car and be ready to go in the morning and be so excited for school. And it also creates that fun relationship where, yes, you finally get to be the fun parent. You finally get to be that parent that is so happy and is smiling and is engaged. You will be the cool mom or the cool dad. And all of a sudden, their rooms are clean, they're dressed, nice and neat, and ready to go. So catch up with me next time. Continue to make those rainbow connections and send me a DM. And if you like what you're seeing today and you're like, ooh, I need more, this is good stuff, keep it coming. Feel free to follow me and subscribe. I would love to give you information. And I have in the future some really cool stuff coming out. Parenting course that are going to be making their way into your families and brightening them. And I'm so excited for that. And I'm excited for you to have this information. Have a great day. Bye.